Hi, welcome to another video, how-to video from Wheels RC. This here is a speed controller and a receiver all in one unit. It is fitted to my FTX Outback, and this has had about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours running time total, and it's starting to glitch. To me the battery's empty when it's not, cutting out and restarting for no reason. If I was to try and make it climb a hill with and it needs a lot of torque, this was cutting out and restarting. It's generally a bit of a pain. Manufacturers fit these combined speed controllers and receivers because it's cheap. But when you're spending £140 on a vehicle, you don't expect cheap products. Yes, it's not all cheap. You've got a metal frame here, pretty good tyres, pretty good wheels, and it's you can customise it to your own taste and things like that. Okay, but this here is unreliable. There's a guy on a Facebook page for owners of these vehicles that's had an hour's running and it's used 2 of these speed controllers. It's not really on. So what I've decided to do is replace mine. Another reason actually I want to replace this is because it's not it won't let the vehicle go slow enough. The whole idea of a vehicle like this is it looks right in a scale situation. Like I do a lot of filming, as you probably can tell. I don't. The speed controller is too fast at its slowest speed for what I want this vehicle to do. So I've decided to change it. So I'm changing my speed controller for this. Excuse me. Okay, this is a Hobby Ring, the quick run brushed electronic speed controller. This is waterproof from the box. You don't have to worry about dunking it in plastic dip and everything else like that to make it waterproof. And then this is it here. The only change I've made is the Dean's controller, the Dean's plug, sorry, that I've put on there. Now this will run a LiPo battery or an NiMH battery. The NiMH batteries are good because they're waterproof as they are when you get them from the manufacturer, and they don't require a lot of maintenance, and they can be a bit safer. If the LiPo battery is abused in any way, it can catch fire, so you've got to watch that really with LiPos. Okay, you can control it with what it wants to run, what it can run on, using these things here. These are called jumper plugs. Okay, I've got it on a LiPo setting, and I've got it on a forward, brake and reverse setting. So I'm going to put this in and see what it runs like afterwards. Of course, if I'm going to replace the receiver, I'm now going to want a different receiver. I'm using a FlySky receiver. This is a 3-channel receiver. It can be used with controllers like this. This is my FlySky controller. Now this this transmitter can power up to 10 models separately, of course. Can't do them all the same. I've never really had a problem, apart from the banger racing that I used to do. But these little receivers are pretty good. The only thing wrong with these is it's not waterproof. So you're going to have to be careful where you put the truck. Or, this is all to do with your own judgment, if you want to do this or not, you could waterproof this. What you would do is get something called plastic dip, This here, this is orange because it was just the first one I saw when I picked it up. And after 2 applications of plastic, we literally just dunk the speed controller, sorry, your receiver, into the plastic dip and let it dry. After 24 hours it will dry like this. Now this is a speed controller that I've waterproofed. I haven't tested it yet, and all the areas where water gets in have been sealed up. It is waterproof. It's not got any warranty on it anymore because you've modified it. However, on this one I've left the heat sink, which is where all the heat that's generated in these things, the heat can still escape, but it's a waterproof speed controller. We'll be testing these out in the future. Okay. The only other thing I can think of at the moment is, when replacing these 2 items, is I need another little electronic gizmo to put in here to power the lights, which I will be doing again in the future. So what I intend to do today is a quick rundown of what you need to do to transfer the useless speed controller receiver standard in the truck to your waterproof speed controller and your soon to be waterproof receiver. So get you, if you like me, you tie everything down with cable ties. Get rid of all your cable ties. Just like that. Got a few to cut here where I rerouted the servo wire to, because that was in the front. So I had to put an extension on it and bring it to the back here. That's your that's the servo, the front servo wire that does the steering. Just unplug that. Cut the cable tie holding the wires together for the motor. Get rid of them. And then these connectors just pull apart. 1, 2, that one. So you're free. You got that there. That's your battery connection. That's your motors, wires. That's your servo for your steering. You've got one more here, which is the light connection. Take that off, and then you remove your speed controller. Don't need that anymore. There you go. And what you have to do now, this is what I use to hold things down with. It's called tyre tape, and it does exactly what it says. It's incredibly sticky, double-sided tape. When I was doing the banger racing, where is the tyre tape? There it is. When I was doing the banger racing, I used to make my own wheels and tyres because they used to get ruined quite a lot, and so you had a roll of this. This is a double-sided, thin double-sided tape. And what I'm going to do is clean all the dirt out from it's dunking in the river. Not the river, the big puddle that you saw the other day. Yeah, that's clean enough. You have a little plan of where you're going to put all your radio gear. I'm going to put mine around there. Still reach that, still reach that. That is going to go just at the top here. And sat there. Plenty of air around it for the heat sink, for air to escape. I can get to the switch easy enough. Battery connection, motor wires. It's good. Okay, tyre tape. It's just what I use, what I prefer to use to stick stuff down in the cars and things like that. If you're using knives, be careful, children. All we do, put your tie tape just there, or your preferred double-sided sticky stuff, whatever you want to use, and you then separate the excuse me a minute. You separate the tie tape, so you just left with a shiny tape, double-sided tape on there. Put your speed controller in position and push it down. Okay, so what I thought I would do before I go ahead and plastic dip this so it's waterproof, what I was going to do is just cable tie it up here somewhere out the way, so it, if I was to put it in water at the weekend or something like that, it wouldn't there's not a good, there's quite a, there is a chance it can get water in it, but it's very unlikely because I'm not going to submerge. This here would be the top of the truck, and well, it didn't go for the massive pub we went through last weekend. It didn't completely submerge it, so I don't think there's going to be a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cable tie my receiver to the body post up high out of the way, so hopefully that will keep it out of water until I get to the point where I need to waterproof it. How do you put a speed controller onto a body post? You cable tie it on there. Just like that. Pull your cable tie nice and tight, stop it running away. Well, you're going to need a pair of pliers to do that, so I don't have with me at the moment. Use two, just to stop it sliding down the post into water or what have you. I've done that wrong, haven't I? Rid of that. So you do your second cable tie, a bit of added security. If it did start to slide down the post, there'd be another cable tie holding it there. Put it down there like that. Right, excuse me, need a pair of pliers. Okay, get your big pair of pliers and give that a nice a good tug just to secure it on there. Sure, it's going to move around a little bit, but it shouldn't fall into any water, hopefully. Of course, what you could do is just put a body pin through it. Put a body pin through it, it'll stop it sliding down. Go like, where are we? Put one in there. It just stops the, you can see it, the body pin just stops that sliding down too far. Should it feel like misbehaving. Just thread this up out of the way so you not going to track your wires in anything. And one more time. Sorry, my arms are in the way here. So you've got your receiver there out of the way. Okay, what you do is just plug that in there into the corresponding servo wire you want to extend, and then there it just plugs into the receiver, just like that. So, adjust the camera again, hold on, go for a ride. So, you've got your receiver out the way, turn the truck around. You have your receiver up here out the way, not a lot of water will get to it. If it does, it's not the end of the world. They're about 5, 6, maybe 8 quid on eBay. And any receiver with the Fly Sky should work with your transmitter. Okay, turn the vehicle on its side again. Okay, I'm going to plug the motor wires in. That in. With these ones, this motor wire here, this is the negative, the black wire goes on there like that, and the red one is the yellow one goes on there like that. This is a brush motor, so if you've got these wrong and your truck runs in the wrong directions when you give it the throttle or braking or something like that, when it goes in the wrong direction, just swap these wires around. You're not going to hurt anything. These can run quite happily forwards or backwards. They're quite happy with that. Okay, so then you've got your wires for your battery. Cable tied mine up there out the way. However, you don't need it now because you can just the wires are just plug into there. So I'm set to go. All I've got to do is bind my receiver to my transmitter and I'll be good to go. On a different note, I put a winch on. It's one from the Wish website. It cost about £7. It comes with a little battery connector on it just there, so it's not in the middle, is it? Little battery connector just there, and all I've got to do is work out a power source for it, and that'll be good to go as well. So there you are. So apart from that, so that's the speed controller sorted out. The battery has got enough runtime on it. Got to sort out how to get the lights working, because now there is nowhere for your lights to work. And what else is there? Oh yes, if you're going to run your truck, your now waterproof truck, through water, you're going to need to put some kind of marine grease in the axles. Being a truck from a main manufacturer, there's a good chance there's no grease in here or in here, because they just don't do that. They may put a little bit in there, but it won't be anywhere near waterproof or anything like that. So I have, from eBay again, I have a waterproof grease. Anti-corrosion, which is good because all these gears in here are metal. Water repellent, so it's not going to stop, you won't stop water getting in there, because we have holes for the screws and the drive shafts go in there, and they're not sealed, they only go through bearings and things like that. So you will get water in your bearings, and that's not good because they seize up and stop working. Or you're going down the road and your radio control car's going ee, 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 like a seal. Okay, so the next thing on the list will be to waterproof these axles, and I will be doing that in a later video, probably in the next one. So thank you very much for viewing. thank you for my new subscribers. I very much appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share the video around to all the other people that you know on these crawlers. Obviously the guys who are seasoned hobbyists who have been doing this like I have for many years, they know all this, so it's a waste of time watching it. But the new guys, they're sometimes quite scared to get into tearing it apart, mending it, rebuilding it and things like that. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do, help the new guy get into this hobby, because it is great fun. It's something all the family can do. So on that note, thanks very much, thanks for viewing, take care, bye.